Well, last week, on what one could only describe as a pet of a day before this cold front arrived in, Seascapes travelled to Dunmore East with Andrew Malcolm of the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group to head out to sea on board the Rebecca Sea with skipper Martin Colfer.
Just log in. Sorry.
You might describe what we're seeing here at the moment, Andrew.
We're seeing a fin whale just off of the Wexford coast, I expect we're in now, and we can just see a footprint left behind where he's come up for air, so he should be coming up again any second now, I would think, unless he's gone for a deep dive, but we only had one blow, so he should be coming up in a sequence. There is
the blow.
So he's kind of logging. He's not fishing at the moment. He's just taking it easy on the surface.
Andrew, we're getting to see so little of this creature, but it's an enormous mammal which leaves that footprint that we've been seeing in the water.
There he is. Again, sorry, on cue. Pity we were a bit closer, we could have heard it as well. Well, it's astonishing actually, because I was just asking Martin about what depth of water we're in at the moment, and we're in 18 metres of water. Fin whales are the second largest animals on the planet, so they're actually... This animal could actually be longer than the water is deep, which gives you some idea of how big this animal is. It's the second largest animal on the planet, and they're turning up off our shores here regularly now. Well, since when? Well, we don't know how long they've been doing it, but they seem to be coming in larger numbers in recent years. I've got some photographs of its fin because we've been doing photo ID work off the south coast here for the last few years. And there's 65 different animals in the catalogue at the moment. So we're telling the difference between animals by the shapes of their dorsal fins and the notches and marks in their fins. Most of this work's been done primarily by Porrig Cooley and West Cork, but I'm sure he'll probably be coming in this direction this year as well, because most of the animals seem to be this end of the country for some reason.
Now, we're not terribly far offshore. We're only about 2 miles offshore, aren't we?
We are, yeah. It's remarkably close inshore. But it's obviously where, as you can see, there are lots of fishing boats out here, so there's obviously a lot of food for everybody out here at the moment. And conditions couldn't be better.
Martin Colfer, a pet of a day, really, in terms of whale watching.
Fantastic day, yeah. Weather conditions are good, and it's good day, and there's plenty of activity out here for regards wildlife and fin whales, yeah.
Now, a few fishermen on the water, and we can even see by the seabird activity that there are a few fish in there, but sprats and herring mainly.
Yeah, mainly at the moment now they're getting sprats. They haven't got any herring at the moment, but it's mostly targeting sprats they are at the moment.
And where would those sprat go then?
As far as I know, they're lorry coming down. They're going to be processed in Donegal.
Now, you were a commercial fisherman for a number of years. This whole whale watching and angling tourism has really taken off, hasn't it, in recent times?
Well, it has, yeah. I was commercial fishing there for 15 years and diversified into angling then. And I got a new boat built in 2008, especially for angling and whale watching. She's a 11 metre catamaran with wheelchair access, and there's wheelchair access to the toilet. So she's the only one on the south coast of Ireland that has wheelchair access. And the people that come angling on her on a regular occasions come back because of the room and the comfort of the boat.
What about a season? I mean, it's really all year round now, Martin, isn't it?
Well, it's after coming a good bit. Like usually the angling season is from maybe March, April till maybe end of September or October if it was good fine weather. But otherwise, this is a new market after opening up for the whales. And lucky enough, last year we were with the Whale and Dolphin Group and the television crew that found what they call hooky, is the humpback whale off of Hook Head. And that brought a great stir to the area, and hopefully he'll return. With the fin whale, you just see he's back and he's fin. But with the humpback, he just jumped clear out of the water. Like, and you reckon he was about 40 foot long, and he weighed approximately 25-30 ton in weight. Like, but it was a sight that people that was going all over the world to see this activity, and they saw it on their own doorstep. It was just fantastic. It was just second to none, like the performance that he gave there last year.
Now, as a nation, do you think we pay enough homage and respect to our waters?
Well, sure, it's a lot to do with a bit of common sense and a bit of respect for the water. If you have respect for the water and a bit of common sense, and a lot to do with safety. Our priority is for our crew and ourselves is safety, and at all times life jackets must be worn aboard the vessel.
As we headed back to Dunmore East along the coast near Baginbun Head, we came across a school of over 40 common dolphins. With many trawlers in the area, they were fishing for sprat, and you can see some photos of the fleet on the Seascapes webpage. My thanks to skipper Martin Colfer and Paddy Roach aboard the Rebecca C, and to Andrew Malcolm of IWDG, that's the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group, for making it all happen. You can see photos of the fin whale and those fishing boats on the Seascapes webpage.